Well, hi there, Internet. My name's Court, and you've got courtside seats for my review of Let's Scare Julie. Let's do it. Let's Scare Julie is a horror mystery thriller from writer-director Judd Cremata. The film stars Troy Leigh-Anne Johnson, Isabel May, Odessa A'zion, Brooke Sorenson, Sarah Flaum, Dakota Baccelli, and Blake Robbins. A group of teen girls set out to scare their reclusive new neighbor, but the prank turns to terror when some of them don't come back. So Let's Scare Julie is, if nothing else, an incredibly impressive feat of filmmaking. So goes the story. The movie's brief 83-minute runtime was shot in one continuous take, which plays out in approximate real time. Like the film or not, you gotta appreciate the work that went into that kind of endeavor. My understanding is that they filmed it 4 times on 4 separate evenings and then just sort of selected the best take. Now that said, there are some very obvious edits in here, but I'm assuming those are there to, excise a flubbed line or maybe improve pacing. Basically, I do honestly want to believe that it really was shot in one take, not with a bunch of magic edits. And you gotta imagine what kind of an undertaking it would be to film a movie in this way. The blocking alone of the actors, having to constantly be getting out of the way of the camera person, the mic person, all that, the director, wow, everything's moving. That's crazy. So hats off to them. So after the death of their father, Emma and her little sister Lily move in with their uncle Vince and their cousin Taylor. And then one night, Taylor's friends, Paige, Madison, and Jess film themselves waking Emma up, trying to scare her, trying to make a viral video. And later their friends decide to put on these creepy masks and go and prank the girl who just moved in across the street. A girl they know nothing about other than the fact that she appears kind of gaunt and wears a scarf over her face. So they go over to do the prank, and everything goes to hell. Or more accurately, given how tame of a horror movie this is, I guess I should say everything goes to heck. And I will happily give the cast here a lot of credit. I don't know anybody in this movie, but I thought they all did a really good job. They make the first act sort of slumber party feel really genuine and natural. You buy these girls as people who've been friends for a very long time. And I will say that Johnson and Flaum really shine when the movie does get going. Unfortunately, that's the biggest problem with Let's Scare Julie. It never really gets going all that much. Sure, there are some spooky moments here or there, and the final 20 minutes are actually reasonably tense, but while it startled me occasionally, it never scared me, and I never found myself invested in the plight of the characters or their well-being. Granted, it being such a short film, there wasn't a lot of time for character development, I get that. Still, this essentially functioning as a found footage movie happening in real time, I wish it had been more intense than it was. With the exception of Lily and maybe Emma, depending on how you look at the character, there aren't really any likable people in this movie. The opening prank felt cruel and repugnant, and the following prank that they play on Julie is, even worse. Now, I understand that teenagers can be awful people, and I get that it's a horror movie, you gotta have some bad people in the movie, but give me somebody I can latch onto and root for. The film also waits way too long to bring up its sort of anti-bullying message. A message that I'm entirely on board with, mind you. While it's set up vaguely in the first act, it comes across more as peer pressure rather than bullying. And when the message does actually come into play late in the film, it's too little too late. It feels like an afterthought, it feels like lip service. Let's Scare Julie is not a bad film per se. There is some really impressive work being done for sure, but sadly I didn't find it scary, and admittedly, I found myself far more fascinated by the filmmaking than the film itself, which is a shame. Now, I don't have a proprietary rating system as of yet, so I'm just trying to figure out what I'm gonna give Let's Scare Julie. And I think I'm gonna give Let's Scare Julie a out of 10. So now I want to know, have you seen Let's Scare Julie? What did you think about it? What is your favorite long take in TV or cinema of all time? Whatever your thoughts, hit the comments below. Let's discuss. If you enjoyed this review, please smash that like button and give it a share if you really enjoyed it. And hey, why not take a second, do me a favor, click subscribe and ring that bell to subscribe to my channel for more movie reviews, entertainment news, trailer reactions, all that good stuff. Hope you guys are all safe and healthy. Thanks very much. I'll see you all in the next one. Stay spooky.